guys. I am so excited about our today's special because it has been a year and a half since we've offered a FILA Today special. And FILA is one of the biggest, most recognized brands in the world. And guys, these are the cutest shoes. I was so excited to get to launch this tonight with you because they've made these just for you, those of us who watch and love and shop on HSN. Look at how adorable they are. Super flexible. There's no strings. They're slip-on ease. Everything about them is designed so that when you're embracing your summer activities, I don't care if it's running after the grandkids or the kids. I don't care if it's going to that dance lesson. I don't care if you're going to the soccer field, the baseball field to watch the kids play, the amusement park, or you're lucky enough to walk around the world on vacation. You're going to have happy feet and comfortable feet because you're wearing our brand new FILA Today special. Now, the best part is the price, the price, the price. All right, we are, and when you think FILA, you know, you go to a different store, a different shop, and you go, oh man, I'd love to have them. It's a great brand. We know the quality of FILA. They're so high end, right? And then you go, sticker shock. I can't afford them. They're too expensive. Well, they have done a special offer for one day only. These gorgeous FILAs that are really fun, I think they look so smart, are only $39.99. Like, can you believe it? That even shocked me. And I shop for tennis and tennis style shoes constantly because I live in them. So I understand this brand and I know how expensive it is and what a phenomenal worldwide success it is as well. All right, I'm gonna show you the colors and then Miss Caitlin's gonna be joining me. We'll get into everything. This is the color I picked to wear. I love it. I love a white tennis shoe so much. I think it's so fresh and I love the slight tie-dye effect that they included with it. The next color, if you are a denim girl, you love your denim, or you just want a great pair of good looking blue shoes, this is called, of course, blue. Then here's another one. I love solid white and solid black shoes. So look how gorgeous the black design is. And again, featherweight, but brilliant construction inside. And then finally, a little jazz on the black. This is called our black tie-dye. So it's all black. And then you have a white trim and this really cool tie-dye to that. Your sizes are 6, and then we start 6.5 whole and half sizes to 10, 11, and 12. And also exclusive tonight, we have medium, and listen to this, they did wide widths for HSN only. Yes, so you have medium or wide widths. All right, I'm gonna get Caitlin out here. She has been in the beauty or fashion industry.
Hi, Suzanne.
And the beauty industry for 15 years. Hi, honey.
So nice to see you again.
Back.
Thank you.
It's been way too long, girl.
Way too long,
Where
girl.
have y'all been?
Lots of things.
Okay, good.
Married, baby, school, all the things. Done with it. Yeah, I'm back.
She's back and she's ready to go. All right, let's just jump into this one because this is fantastic.
Fantastic. I like what you said. We all have a white sneaker. We all have a lightweight sneaker, and this is the one you need for summer. Yeah. This is the best shoe. The first thing I want to do is just like, woo. Woo! It's just so lightweight, Suzanne. That's all I want to do right now.
Literally.
And I'm going to get into the details of the shoe, but before we start, FILA. If you know us, you love us. We've been around for over a century.
Wow.
Right?
Has
Isn't
it
that
been
wild?
A century?
Over a century. Founded
Wow.
in 1911 in Biella, Italy. Very humble beginnings. And then we stepped onto the tennis courts in 1970s and introduced color to the tennis courts. So we are an iconic brand, always pushing boundaries, always pushing to the next level. So whether you are a famous athlete, which have worn FILA on their chest, doing iconic moments in sports, or you're someone who just wants to feel really powerful and beautiful while doing it, FILA is your brand. From Milan Fashion Week, we went from an athletic style brand to a more lifestyle brand, which is what we are today.
Right.
Constantly pushing boundaries. We've been around a century, but legends never die, okay?
That's true. Well, great legends.
Great legends never die. That's what it is. Great legends never die, and that is FILA. So super lightweight, Suzanne.
Oh, it's amazing. But you have all the benefits that you want in a very supportive shoe. Like, it's sometimes I think when you hear the word lightweight, we worry that they're gonna be flimsy, they're not gonna have the arch support in them. This is really built to take care of your feet when you're out there doing it.
Absolutely, and you're exactly right because of the way this shoe is so beautifully constructed. I love that we have the elastic vamp that really hugs snug on the arch of your foot. So that's what you're saying, it's that support.
Can you pull that so they can see what you're talking about?
We're gonna show this
I
nice
love that that's
elastic.
built in. Isn't that the coolest little feature with our logo on it too? I thought that looked great.
Right, it looks so cool with the logo, but like you said, it's the construction that makes it have such great support. So we have that elastic band. We also have I know I talked about the lightweight feature. I was throwing it up and down, sorry. I keep zooming in and out when I do that. But it's like as light as a feather. And that's because of the EVA midsole, which is almost rubber material, but it's a foam material that is extremely very lightweight, soft, and stretchy. Yes. So that adds to the comfort. We have this upper mesh, which for me is the best feature for summer. Think about breathability, especially in Florida right now. It is like so hot outside, so humid. You know, when you take those sneakers off, sometimes it's not the best stench. We need that breathability in our shoes. So this upper mesh really allows for breathability. And look at our model showing how flexible the shoe is and how comfortable it is.
Yeah, guys, these are easy to pack with. They're easy to take with you because they're so lightweight. Get a couple pairs at the price, quite frankly, because you're getting FILA at $39.99. Now, a couple things I want to add. We have 3 flex pays of $13.36. And what's really fun is this is actually a 2-day event. It is called our semi-annual fashion and accessories clearance. That's for the next 24 hours. And then tomorrow we're doing home accessories. Now, along with that, we've got a special offer that I'm super pumped about because you're gonna have a blast shopping for accessories and fashions tonight. When you spend $75 or more on our true clearance items, doesn't include the TS, but everything else you're gonna see in the next 2 hours and throughout the rest of the day and tomorrow, you're gonna get free shipping. So once you hit the $75 mark, after we're done with the today's special, then everything for the rest of the day is free. For example, the shorts I'm wearing, yes, we've got DG2 coming up. They're her famous Bermuda shorts that we love with the gorgeous embroidery. These guys are $29.99. So a couple of pairs of these, and then that and everything else is gonna ship absolutely free, which is really, really cool. Awesome. But the heart and soul to start this 2-day event is gonna be our FILA tennis shoe. And a lot of times too, you go in the store, and I go to lots of sports stores because I play a ton of tennis, and you see FILA everywhere. It's just it's iconic. Right. And I look at their tennis shoes, and they're expensive because they're a really good brand. Like, they're really good shoes. And I am absolutely beyond mystified how we were able to pull off under $40 for this quality of shoe. And I do want you to show a couple more of the benefits because we were talking about the mesh top, and I want you guys to see this. So if you've got the wonky toe, the wonky pinky over here, or if you want something that for me really feels like it's almost completely custom designed to your foot, you will love this entire upper. It's totally breathable. These are slip-on, slip-off style. They even did extra, what I want to kind of pull on hooks to make it easier than ever before to slip these on. You don't have to untie them. You don't have to fiddle with them. You literally slip your foot in and out the door you go.
Absolutely. It's a true slip-on design. We do have those little, what we would like to call these little loops at the tongue and heel of the foot, which helps with that ease in putting the shoe on and off your foot. Sure does. We also have this stretch knit collar, which I really want to demonstrate and show up close right here. You see that stretch knit? Look at this.
You know what I'm gonna have you do, if you don't mind? I'm gonna head to the blue one.
Oh yeah,
because I want them to also see the pattern, but let's show it on there, because then you really see the knit.
You really see the knit because of the contrast and the infinity blue. You see this knit around the ankle? That is our stretch knit collar, which allows for so much stretch and ease in slipping on this amazing tennis shoe. The other part I want to talk about, and you touched upon it too, we have this upper with this mesh. It is so breathable, it's non-binding, it's comfortable, it really almost morphs to your foot. Like you said, it has a customized feel, and that's the technology that we use. And then we talked about this elastic band a little bit ago, but this elastic band helps keep it nice and snug on the arch of your foot, but then it's non-binding. It helps with the stretch. You see that stretch there? So when you're walking, you don't feel like, the arch of my foot is gonna get a blister because there's no movement. It really moves with your foot.
Yeah, and it literally custom shapes to your foot. So if you have a terrible time wearing tennies, or you can't find anything, he's like, oh, it's always rubbing here, or there's something funky happening over here, or my big toe's going wonky that way, I think you're gonna really love that mesh. And again, on the hottest, stickiest, grossest days when you're out there and you still gotta get stuff done, or the kids and grandkids that beg to go to the amusement park, you're gonna be looking smart in these and walking happy. Like, you really will have super happy feet because they are very lightweight and very flexible. So when you move, they move with you. They basically custom mold to your feet, which is wonderful because your shoes aren't fighting your feet and your feet aren't fighting your shoes, and nobody wants that. And then you get that beautiful, can you see the silhouette on this? You can see this EVA is really cushiony, but it doesn't collapse on you. It still holds your foot in place, but you get a ton of rebound and bounce with this. Look at this flexibility on the front, and then look at the grip on the bottom. See, everything about this is a perfect tennis shoe for me. You know, it gives me the grip, so if it starts to rain out, we always get rains every afternoon here in Florida, which ends up making the sidewalks a little slick. It can make the cement a little slick. You know, you've got that grip that you need. So if you're going all day long, whether you're on vacation and you're walking and walking and walking to all the museums in some great little cobblestone village, or you're walking from here to the grocery store, or you're walking all around the grocery store, you're just gonna have an awesome shoe that you don't have to spend a fortune on. And I think it's everything FILA is when it comes to the design. There's something very Italian, very inspired. It's just so next level. It's not the old, you know, oh, let me tie up my tennis shoe. You got all this busyness going on.
Absolutely.
It's very sleek, and I think they're gorgeous.
They are gorgeous, and a lot of people don't like a sneaker that has the laces because of that fuss. So I love that this is a true slip-on tennis shoe. And like you said, FILA, it's our DNA, it's our heritage, which is athleticism, performance, think iconic, and then going into this lifestyle brand. And what we say at FILA is we want to make performance beautiful. And I'm not just talking about on the tennis courts or the basketball courts. I'm talking about performing in my everyday life. And that's walking my dogs in the morning. That's picking up the kids from school or your grandkids. It's going to the grocery store, like you said. We want to look beautiful, but we want to be comfortable. And FILA really is a pioneer when it comes to sports style and that athleisure look. We are the originators of that whole area of style. And what I like to do many times is I'm such a sneakerhead. I love being comfortable. I love to perform all day in my little duties, feeling good. So a lot of times I say, I'm gonna build my outfit around my sneaker. Right? Like I'm gonna pick out my infinity blue sneaker and I'm going, what am I gonna wear? I'm gonna pair it with a jean today, and I build around it because I wanna have that comfort. And I like that it's not a lace up because it does give it that sleek Italian look, which is very true to our DNA and our heritage at FILA.
I think it's airy. I love, love, love the upper. If you guys have never had a mesh upper designed like this, you honest to goodness don't realize how great it is. There's just something so comfortable about it. And the other nice thing about it is you have to fiddle with anything, you know? You just slip it on and out the door you go. I think a lot of times with regular tennis shoes that have laces, I think they look very athletic and a little bit sloppy. I really do.
I agree with you.
And so, you know, you wear them when you're in, you know, gym clothes or shorts or really casual, right? Most of the time, though, we would love the experience of being in a really comfortable tennis-styled shoe, like a shoe like this, a slip-on, but we wouldn't wear it more dressed up. And I think this is a great example. I love this outfit because we've got a skirt, we've got a jacket on, a printed top, and guess what? Those black tennies actually work great, and it doesn't look sloppy or too athletic.
It doesn't, or too casual.
Yeah, too casual,
It's dressed up, it's elevated, and that's because of the sleek design of the shoe. You're exactly right, and that's true to our brand at FILA. We're always pushing boundaries and limits. So when we think of a tennis shoe, we're not just thinking about doing sports or working out. We're thinking about carrying ourselves throughout our entire day. That can be to work with a blazer like our beautiful model is wearing it, to picking up our kids from school, running errands, going to the grocery store, going on vacation. I have a really big problem with keeping my bag under 50 pounds. Like a real problem. Like my husband has cut me off. He's like, you've got to get this bag to not go overweight. So I love to pack something that I know I can wear day to night on a vacation, that I'm going to look good in, feel comfortable in, and then is super lightweight. And like I was demonstrating earlier, I mean, this shoe is literally light as a feather. It's incredible.
It's really surprising.
It's really surprising because the structure is so beautiful and so fitted and so sleek, but it's also so lightweight, and that's because we have that EVA midsole, which is this foam material that's lightweight, that's stretchy, that's soft. We have the upper mesh. This is one of the best features. Breathability, it's non-binding, it's comfortable, and like you were saying, Suzanne, you got a wonky toe, you have a bunion. This is the best shoe for that. I already have bunions. I was a dancer. I don't have the cutest toes. I don't have the best toes either. I like a shoe that can wrap around my wonky toes, and this is one that will absolutely do it. Then we have our little loops at the tongue and heel of the foot, and we can't forget this stretched knit collar. This is one of the best features of this shoe because it allows you to slip it on with so much ease. Look at this stretch, so much ease, and then look how it snaps back. So it really becomes a customized fit to your foot.
Right, and I also want to show the back of the shoe as well, but especially on the blue, look how cool the details on the blue is. You can see it on the heel. They really went for it and added these extra details right there. Isn't that cool? It just makes them look so fresh and fun and very European feeling. Like you can just tell, oh yeah, that's a FILA. You know, you get the idea of that iconic high-end brand. Now, here on the white with the tie-dye, I do want to show the difference. The black tie-dye is really bright and fun. Like it's almost a traditional tie-dye.
Right.
On the white tie-dye, it's a little more pastel-y, which I think is great. And this, by the way, is the #1 favorite right now. You guys are loving the white. I guessed that earlier. I also love, you can see the FILA name is done in a little bit of a contrast, but again, not in your face, not over the top. It's just a really pretty lavender in the FILA in the back. And then on the front, you'll see right there, that is all right there on that fantastic, fantastic elasticized design. And what's cool is they gave you all this comfort and flexibility, but it doesn't look like it. A lot of times you see comfort and flexibility, you're like, oh yeah, girl, but those shoes are ugly, like, bleh, right? They might be comfortable, but I'm not wearing them to someplace fun.
No.
This, you're just completely styling. Very chic, and when people see that FILA name, you always go, oh, I know. Yeah,
I know FILA. We know that brand. Absolutely. And like you said, it's elevated. It's not your super casual sneaker that can sometimes look sloppy.
Yes.
It's elevated, and that is true to the FILA DNA. We want to make performance beautiful. We're founded in Biella, Italy. We've been in Milan Fashion Week. We've been worn by the best athletes in the most iconic sports moments. So we are dedicated to making performance beautiful, to creating designs that are novel, that are unique, but that are effective and comfortable. And that goes back to the technology, the EVA midsole that is super lightweight, stretchy, comfortable, and gives wonderful support. Then we go into this elastic band over the vamp. It's absolutely incredible. It keeps the shoe in place, but then it's non-binding. It moves with your foot. We have the beautiful mesh in the front that's so beautiful and detailed, but allows for breathability. So although all these features are very beautiful, there's a purpose behind each of them.
Yes.
To make it a comfortable shoe that feels customized. And then we have these loops that make it easy to go on and off. We have the stretch knit collar around the ankle,
which doesn't rub on anything.
Doesn't rub, and I have a really big problem with that. I constantly get blisters on the back of my heel. Again, I was a dancer, so I just think I have like calluses and my feet are all misshaped, and I always get blisters right on the back of my heel. I actually have like a permanent mark there from it, because when I get a blister, then it turns into a scab, and then it's, you know, it's not cute. This isn't gonna do that.
No, not at all.
I've worn these all day without
a problem.
I've
had edges that have been too padded, and what I do is my ankle bone, it rubs on my ankle bone.
Yes.
That drives me crazy. Again, not gonna happen because you've got that knit collar, and you can see it's not super, super thick, but notice how it does keep its shape. So you can stretch it out, it's gonna pop back into place, but the ease of putting this on, I literally put these on standing up. Now, most of the time, you have to sit in a chair and kind of, you know, bend over and kind of get to your shoe. You're gonna love this. I literally, because of the loops, I literally stood here, I picked my leg up and went like this and stuck them on. And then to take them off, it's just as easy as can be. So once again, if you're thinking about colors, I'm gonna go over them one more time. This is gonna be the white that has the tie-dye. And again, very pretty. It's certainly jean friendly because there's blue in there, which is great. But I really love how crisp and pretty this white color is.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna show you the two black colors together because there's an interesting difference that I want you to notice. This one is the tie-dye. Again, black, funky fun tie-dye, a little brighter. Notice it's a white base to it, which makes it really sporty and cool, and that's a very hip look. Watch what happens when I bring the black one up, though. Notice this is all black, except for just that little extra detail. But look at that. Now, why does that matter? Because these are the ones you can get away with wearing more often to more places, and people don't realize they're actually an athleisure style shoe.
Right.
Because there's almost all solid black. So actually, they come across dressier.
They do.
And again, you can see sporty, fun, super chic. If this is your personality, great. We feel like that some days, absolutely. But look what happens when I put these two together. The black seems to be a little more richer because instead of doing the contrast white base, they did virtually all black. The only extra white's gonna be this super cool design on the outside of the shoe.
Yes.
And then of course we have the blue, which is the one in front of Kaylin, and that one is 100% denims, taupes, oyster colors, sand, your chambrays, your indigo, your mid-tones. If you're wearing a lot of white that you love to wear, those are gonna look so fresh.
You nailed it, so fresh. And if you're somebody who really likes to wear jeans, I love wearing jeans, this is the perfect color for a jean. It'll pick up on a light jean, a dark jean. You truly can wear it with any jean outfit. Jeans are so in right now. So I would go with an infinity blue if you are a jean lover. I like how you mentioned that the white, the tie-dye is very subdued. It's like a little hint, a peekaboo of color. So you kind of see this white shoe from a distance and then you're like, wait a minute, there's something a little bit extra funky about that shoe. It's just beautiful, it's light, it's sleek, and it's unique, which is very true to our DNA at FILA.
Well, I think it's also really feminine and pretty.
It is.
You know, like, look how gorgeous that shoe is. It
So
just
gorgeous.
looks fantastic on. And notice the difference of not having laces. There's these little subtle differences that make a big deal in your wardrobe when you're wearing them. When you eliminate the laces, all of a sudden, they just look more elevated. They truly do. There's not so much busyness going on, and certainly they're a lot easier to operate.
They are.
If you want that slip go, like I was at the airport recently, I've been there a couple times lately because I traveled on vacation and da-da-da-da-da, and people who had lace-up shoes, you could just tell they were almost cussing in their head because they were taking them off and they had to go sit down when they got through the TSA.
I know that feeling.
Oh yeah. Me, you're walking through with these shoes, you're like, oh yeah, there you go, take my shoes, put them back on really easy. You're not even sitting down. You can literally stand up and just slip them on because of the little helper handles they've added to it.
Right. All
right, so again, the white tie-dye, you guys are loving it. I'm so happy. Everybody needs a new fresh pair of tennies, right? And this is that great athleisure pull-on style that only FILA can do. Then we have the black tie-dye, we have the solid black, and then of course we have the blue. All right, Miss Kaylin, I'm gonna let you go for a little bit.
Just for a little bit.
Don't go too far though. Okay. She's gonna be coming back in just a bit, but I do wanna show off my shorts coming up. I love you all. You know a good clearance price, and I've got 2 hours as we launch. Well, it's actually 48 hours of clearance, but I am responsible for 2 of those. And this is Diane Gilman DG2 coming up, the cutest Bermudas with the real adorable, adorable open floral work embroidery. Now, I've got a couple colors coming up. We have never done $29.99. That's better than a today's special price. It is totally better than what we do for a today's special. And they're coming up. If you want to, you can order on hsn.com. Just look up the item number and boom, you just go ahead and get them now, because I promise when we actually get to the full presentation, we're gonna be extremely busy. Brandon, do we have some colors though, you can tell me? Just I wanna give everybody a help out. We have black option, we have chambray, indigo, I'm wearing the ivory. What, oh, Kelly green? Oh, Kelly green's gone, sorry. And mid-tone, so we have a lot of options. Okay, I love white shorts and I love Diane Gilman white shorts, so I decided to wear these tonight.